Hey everybody, it's Anna. Welcome back to my art channel and thank you for stopping by. I'm painting another vase for you today. This one is inspired by a red rose. So I've got lots of variations of red and crimson. So I've got fire red. I have Alizarin crimson, which looks kind of pink, but it dries to this beautiful dark maroonish crimson. I have metallic magenta. And then for some contrast, I have Mars black and this pearl metallic, which is basically metallic white. So these paints are all mixed with apple barrel pouring medium, which is my favorite pouring medium for using on the vertical surface of vases. The colors just hold up best with apple barrel pouring medium, so that is what I use. So I've got a little 3-ounce paper cup here, and I'm going to layer the paints in it. I'm going to have lots of red basically, and then mixed in with the other colors. So I'm going to do red and then a little bit of white because I want some contrast. So I'm going to do red, red, then white, and then this crimson. And then a little bit of black. I don't want there to be tons of white or black, but I do want some definition in between the layers. And then some more of this metallic white, and then some metallic magenta. And then a little bit more black. And as you get up to the top of your cup, you want to start making your layers smaller so that right from the start you have lots of different color in there. Got some nice layering going on there, which I can't totally show you, or I'll pour the paint all out of the cup. Okay, so I've basically filled this 3-ounce cup to the brim, and that's about enough paint to cover one of these vases. If you have a lot less than 3 ounces, you are going to have trouble covering up all the sides of the vase. But you don't really need way more than 3 ounces. So who's ready to pour out this beautiful layered cup of paint? I am. So I like to pinch the top of the paper cup to make a nice little spout. And then I pour it out in a ring, in a circle shape. So I'm tipping the design around, helping it to spread out over the vase, because you have to get the glass covered before you pour out your final design. And to help cover, I'm just going to spread the paint out over the glass. Because it seems like the paint likes to gather up in certain areas and just pour down in those spots. And so unless there is a covering of paint already on the glass, it doesn't always flow down over all the glass. So we've got a beautiful design here. My white is largely disappearing, so I'm going to add a little bit more paint here to my cup, making sure that I add plenty of white. That way there will be plenty of it in the design. All right, let's pour out some more on this. Okay, so this is interesting. So obviously I had much more of this maroon color go on first, and then when I poured it on again, it's lots of red and lots of white. So that's going to look interesting, and I may have to pour even more over it to get it to look right. But first of all, let's just tip it around to get the paint covering evenly. So this side has gotten a lot more of that red and white flowing down over it. I think my vase is actually not totally flat on the top. So let's just turn that and see what we need to do. I'm going to use my torch to pop some of the air bubbles here that are forming in the paint, because sometimes air bubbles in the paint can make the paint not flow quite as well. And I want to make sure that this can flow as well as can be. So this vase has ended up in a really interesting design. This pocket of this kind of purpler color, on the other side, that color is almost completely missing, and it's mostly the red, white, black combination that you see up here on the top. So it's really cool. I really like this color. I really like this color. I'm not positive that they blend really well, but it might look very, very cool, kind of like a multicolored rose. It's hard to completely tell while the vase is wet. Since I don't have tons of extra paint in all the colors, I think it's more likely that I would mess up this vase by trying to restack a cup and pour over it again. So I'm going to let it dry, looking like it does, and I will show you how it looks when it is dry, and we will see whether keeping that multicolored look was a good idea or whether that was a mistake. You can't see the top of the vase or the base of the vase right now, but it is this perfect spiral that looks exactly like a rose, so I would really love to leave that the way it is. So I'm gonna let it dry. Don't go away. I'll see you in just a second. All right, here it is, all finished, all dry. As you can see, the red color definitely did cover up most of the vase, and I only have this tiny little spot of pinkish left, which is a little bit sad, but I do love how it looks. I mean, you look at these layers, and it is really reminiscent of the petals on a rose. And look at the bottom. I mean, even the bottom looks like a rose. So the bottom, I've got my plastic circle on it. If you're curious how I finished this vase, you can click on this link that is popping up, and that'll take you to a tutorial where I show you how I finish my vases without resin. Alright, but that is it. I'm so happy with this vase. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll come back to my channel and watch some others. I will see you for the next one. Bye!